Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here that the ES is trading mostly range-bound over the last 3.5 days or so, but is now also testing prices below the previous session's low, dipping down as low as 29.65s already this morning, but now also pushing back above the previous session's low as well. So previous session's low price comes in at around 69.5, and price pushed back above that zone, came back, retested from above, and is now trading at current levels. So again, not a bad little bounce here out of this. And the reason I bring that up is because when you're in an uptrending market, you tend to look for failed lows in the midst of the uptrend. So any failed low, so if price pushes below support and rejects that support level, that usually leads to the next squeeze to the upside. So again, watching to see if that happens. Otherwise, if price it fails to hold those 2-day lows, gets back below it and fails to hold back above it, that could open up quite a bit of return back toward 29.40 or 29.50. But again, as I mentioned before, given this early squeeze to the upside, any pullback could be a buying opportunity for a continuation to the upside. So a retest somewhere in the 30 to 30.45 zone could be seen if price is able to stay above the 29.40 zone, right? So if price does pull back, does it reject? You have the PIMAs coming up to provide support. If so, that could provide a very nice continuation to the upside. So a couple of things to watch as we head into the rest of the session. Here's a look at the NQ. Again, very similar price action. This one also got the break here to the upside, and this pullback, again, whether this is the entirety of the pullback or whether we see a little bit deeper of a move, say into 7,700, that could still provide a buying opportunity at some point on this leg down for a continuation to the edge, somewhere between 8,000 and 8,100. So for the most part, this one has seen a really good break to the upside, right? Breaking to the upside, it's retesting now. You see the 8-period average coming up to provide support after this sideways phase. It's breaking to the upside. Again, any pullback here, even if it's as deep as the 7,700, could still be rejected. First shot at continuing this thing into 8K to 8,100. So that's the idea right now. Failure to hold 7,700 for any meaningful amount of time would rotate this thing back towards 7,400. Alright, taking a look now at crude oil. You'll see here with crude oil, we're starting to see an upside break right now. Very clear upside break. You can kind of see this type of triangle wedge type of pattern here. We had tandem rejections, bookend rejections, one on the top end, one on the bottom end. And what I mentioned at that time, especially to the trading room, was when you get that type of formation after a mature compression has developed, you're very close to a breakout. And yesterday, Monday here, was the day. This one broke to the upside and never really rejected 57s. It kept trying, and each time it found a way to get higher and higher. And so this led to a full-on breakout day. And with this break, price likely has a good shot to come back towards 61s and retest this major area here that had been prior support, then it went offered and became resistance. That's just a very important zone. Also, if you take the current month's low price and project higher, the PivotBoss ADR, advanced ADR targets, you're going to get 61 right here as the 100% target. You're also going to get 58.60 or so as the 75% target. So that's basically your range there. It's actually 59 to 61. So basically more upside here is likely ahead. I would say after this breakout, any pullback could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. But then once we do push higher here, the seasonality tends to show strength August and September, and then it seems to show weakness from the end of September through the end of the year. So any pullback into 61s could offer a higher price to sell down the road, but right now everything is flowing to the upside. Lastly, taking a look at gold futures. Gold again has been on a pullback phase. This market has been very bullish overall, so every time it pulls back or slows down in this uptrend, it seems to turn right back around and continue higher. Things changed all about right here, at least this time around. They really changed last August, but this led to a very sharp rally and then some range bound action, and then the outside day here triggered another sharp rally, and right now we've mostly been going flatline here for a while. After we had the initial burst, we went sideways, burst, sideways, and now bigger sideways here. This looks like it's perhaps in another range bound market similar to what we had in July. So right now, anytime you have a range bound market of this type, you're still looking for a bounce. You're looking for price to come back toward the pivot range. You're looking for price to take out recent support lows. And then once you start to get a rejection here, you want to play it right back to the recent high. And then this could likely lead to another rotation back, and then it could probably eventually break to the upside. And again, we'll get those higher targets. But for right now, 1566 to 1570 is the likely upside target from this zone. If we start to show rejection. At the moment, we're showing signs of accumulation on the intraday time frame at the lows between 1494 and 1505. So above 1505 starts to trigger a nice little continuation to the upside on an intraday basis. But we still may not be done on this pullback phase. We'll see how this plays out. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops the rest of the session. Everyone have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the trading room. Take care.